वन्दे शम्भुमुमापतिं सुरगुरुं वन्दे जगत्कारणं वन्दे पन्नगभूषणं शशिधरं वन्दे वसूनां पतिं वन्दे सूर्यशशाङ्कवह्निनयनं वन्दे मुकुन्दप्रियं वन्दे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे भक्तजन आश्रयं च वरदं वन्दे शिवं शङ्करं. Friends, yoga is evolution. Evolution is parinama. It is right evolution. It is upward evolution. It is righteous evolution. It is dharmic evolution. It is spiritual evolution. What is evolution? The seed has the huge tree in itself. When the seed is sown, when it is watered, when it is well disciplined, when it is properly protected and fostered, from the seed there is a small plant, it sprouts. Plant becomes the huge tree. That huge tree is there hidden in the small seed. Similarly, in everyone there is divinity. In everybody there is God. That God is to be brought out. That divinity is to be manifested. That divinity is to be expressed. That divinity is to be shown. And that process of bringing out and showing, experiencing, expressing divinity is called yoga. Yoga is nothing but an expression of divinity. Each soul is potentially divine. Vivekananda says that divinity is in us. God is in us. Perfection is in us. Purity is in us. Health is in us. And that purity, that health, that goodness, that divinity, that godliness has to be brought out. But there are so many obstacles, difficulties, and in the process of evolution, we have 3 to 4 levels. Number 1, subhuman. Number 2, human. Number 3, superhuman. Subhuman means animals, plants, everything less than the man is called subhuman. Human means humankind, mankind. Subhuman means below the level of man. Rat is subhuman, cat is subhuman, tree is subhuman, everything is subhuman. If you take all the animals, you find 4 qualities common. All the subhuman species. 1, they want food, eating. Rat eats, cat eats, lion eats, tree eats, everything eats. And then everybody sleeps. Cat sleeps, rat sleeps, trees also sleep. And boys and girls in the Maitri Milan sleep. Sleeping is common. The best place is this, we sleep. Animals sleep, we too sleep. Animals eat, we too eat. Second quality. Third quality is a rat is afraid of a cat, cat is afraid of a dog, dog is afraid of a jackal, jackal is afraid of a lion, lion is afraid of something else. We are afraid of the cockroach in the kitchen. We are afraid of the wives. We are afraid of the husbands. Principals are afraid of the students. Everybody is afraid of everybody else in this world. Bayam, bayam, bayam. Fear. You see, fear, a tree is also afraid. When you take the axe to cut it, the tree is afraid, but poor thing, it cannot run away. Everywhere you find fear, bhayam. And then a tree produces another tree. rat produces another rat, cat produces another cat, man produces another boy or girl. Productivity, creativity, progeny. We are interested in creating with ease. Kama. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithunancha. These are the 4 qualities available in the subhuman animals. We do have them. What is the difference? They cannot control, we can control. And if we control, we go up. If we cannot control, we become animals. Most people are like animals, instinctive. When a female dog is going, a male dog runs behind it. When a girl is going, the boy looks at her. What is the difference? That is a dog, this is a human being, that is the only difference. That karma is present. That animal is afraid, I am also afraid. So, these are the 4 common qualities among the animals. Animals are called subhuman. From the subhuman level, we have come to the human level. At the human level, we have 3 major components. Number 1, body, perfect body. 2, we have an excellent mind to feel. And 3, there is an excellent brain, intellect to control, to check, to regulate, to moderate, etc. Intellect, buddhi, mind, manas, and body, sharira. In the Ramayana, you have these 3 in Sri Ram, Sita, and Lakshman. Lakshman is the body. He wants the mind and brain to live together. Sita and Rama to live together. He keeps them together in the hermitage. He provides food to them. Lakshmana is like the body. Sita is the mind with desires, with feelings. She wanted that deer. Intellect, Sri Rama is the regulator, controller. The body, mind, intellect are there in Sita plus Rama plus Lakshmana. Now, human being goes to the forest. We have entered into this world. Forest is full of dangers. World is full of difficulties. From the animal level, we have become human. From the subhuman, Sita plus Rama plus Lakshmana, and they are going to the forest. And they are taught at the secondary, primary school education. First thing is food is regulated. Sleep is regulated. You cannot sleep as and when you want to sleep in the school. You cannot eat as and when you want to eat, but at home we eat. That primary education is to control the food and sleep, and that we have Agastyaha Niyataharaha, primary school teacher, controlled Sri Rama plus Sita plus Lakshmana. Don't eat as you like. Regulate diet. And we have that wonderful gentleman, Sutikshna Maharshi. He says, don't sleep as you like. Control your sleep, only 5 hours, 6 hours, 8 hours, from 10 to 4. That regulation of the sleep is controlled, is maintained, is managed by Sutikshna Maharshi in the forest. And then we have get another Maharshi, Nirbhayaha, Bharadwaja Maharshi. Be not fear of any fear. Be fearless. Abhi Nirbhayatva. Yes sir, yes sir. And they continued, and then they have come to another great Maharshi who has conquered the Kama, desire, like Lord Shiva. And these 4 rishis, primary education, secondary education, collegiate education, and university education, control of the food, diet, control of the sleep, and control of the fear, and finally Kama is controlled. In all the 4 examinations, Rama plus Sita plus Lakshmana got 100 marks. Finally, in one paper, he got .001 mark less, and that is fear. Rama was afraid that Sita was in danger. Sita was anxiety-ridden that Rama was in difficulties. Lakshmana was afraid that Rama would become nervous. Each is worried of the other. There was anxiety. Anxiety is a shade of fear. They have conquered food. They have conquered sleep. They have conquered Kama. 14 years of forest life, they did not have lust. And even after Sri Rama Pattabhisheka, for 300 years, Sri Rama and Sita did not have children. Kama was totally conquered. When it was the duty of Rama to provide the society with worthy children, he gave birth to these 2 young kids, Lava and Kusha. Marriage is not a license to lust. It is a sacred trust reposed in the conquerors of lust to provide the society with the children of sterling character, Lava and Kusha. That's Ramaraj. Rama was a model man, Narottama, but still he had a shade of fear. He was unable to conquer it completely. Rama plus Sita plus Lakshmana is available in us. We have the intellect as Ram. We have the feelings as Sita, the mind. We have the body of Lakshmana. Lakshmana has conquered completely food and sleep, and therefore he is Jitendriya. Such a person only can kill Indrajit. Lakshmana did not eat the entire 14-year period in the forest. He did not sleep for the full 14 years, and he was able to get that stamina and strength, skill to kill that wonderful Indrajit. Such a wonderful yogi Lakshmana was. All the 3 put together, they have conquered everything except a little of anxiety. And that was given a September examination. Sri Krishna. Subhuman. Human is Narottama, Sri Rama. Purushottama, Yogishwara, total divinity, complete divinity, manifestation of divinity, expression of divinity is in Sri Krishna. Yogishwara. And what is it that he had to do? He has already conquered food, sleep and Kama. Therefore, he is a free bird. He is capable of enjoying, but there is a little of a fear in the earlier attempt. That fear is to be conquered. If you take all the demons, one after the other, he killed Kamsa. Kamsa is embodiment of fear. When fear is conquered, you are totally divine. The entire Upanishadic literature has only one message: Abhi, be fearless. Wherever you go to temple, the Dakshina Hasta of the deity is Abhaya Hasta, Nirbhayatvam. Sri Rama at the end of the Ramayana, he declares, Abhayam dadami sarva bhuteshu etat vratam mama. It's my principle to dispel fear. Though he had it a little, an anxiety about Sita. And at that point, not one was also to be fulfilled. That's why Valmiki has pictured Sri Rama only as a man. Whereas Vyasa Maharshi has depicted Krishna as divine. Why is Rama still a man? Because there is a shade, small shade of anxiety, tension. He is now and then a little worried. And when you come to Sri Krishna, never does he know what worry is, what fear is, what tension is. On the battlefield he smiles. While lifting the mountain he smiles. While playing on the cobra he smiles. And while Being in the company of the gopis, he smiles. He is peaceful and also cheerful, and that is a yogi, total divinity. How to get it? Purity, purity, purity. If you are pure at heart, you will conquer everything. On the sixth day, Krishna, sixth day after his birth, Putana came to kill him. Putana means impurity. Bahavo jnana tapasa puta. In Bhagavad Gita you have a statement. Tapasya, jnana and puta. Puta means purity. Tapas is not sufficient when it is not accompanied by purity. Tamasika tapas useless. Rajasika tapas useless. Sattvika tapas. And jnana also not worldly wisdom. You should have the Paravidya, the divine wisdom. Jnana, tapasya, they will be pure when we are pure at heart, puta. Puta na means no purity. That impurity has come to kill Krishna when he was a boy of 6 years, 6 days. And what are those 6 days? The so-called Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya. He conquered them and therefore he is immune. He is capable of conquering all impurities. Putana was killed. Impurity was removed. Impurity at the body level, impurity at the psychic level, impurity at the intellectual level. When we are pure totally, we are perfect characters. Swami Vivekananda repeatedly in the 8 volumes says, purity, prayer, perseverance. Purity, prayer, perseverance. You should have purity at heart and you should be continuously praying and attempt after attempt. Perseverance, perseverance, perseverance. These are the 3 signs for success: purity, perseverance. Prior to that, prayer. Purity, prayer and perseverance. You might find Vivekananda repeating it more than 224 times in his 8 volumes of Swami Vivekananda's complete works. This is a wonderful repetition. Now, Sri Krishna has killed that Putana, means he has removed impurity. And therefore, Vrutrasura Samhara, Trunavarta Samhara, one after the other, he has killed the demons. And finally, Kamsa was killed. Kamsa is nothing but fear embodied. Kamsa died not because of Krishna. If you gradually, clearly read the Bhagavat of Vyasa Maharshi, Krishna, the small boy, was coming. Somebody told, Kamsaji, yes, Krishna has come to Mathura. Heart attack, blood pressure, tension, it has come to 300. And some messenger came. Kamsa, he has come to the palace, 400 BP. Sir, he has come in front of you, 500 BP. He is climbing the steps. Krishna lifted the hand. Heart collapsed. Kamsa died. He is heart attack. Died of heart attack. Fear, fear, fear. He has removed fear. Krishna has conquered fear and therefore he is divine. Kama and the other ones, food was overcome, sleep was overcome, Kama was overcome, everything was overcome by Rama. That last remnant of fear was removed by Krishna and therefore Nirbhayatvam. The entire message of Sri Krishna in the Bhagavad Gita is Klaivyamaasmakamah partaha naitatyupapadyate kshudram hridaya daurbalyam tyaktotishta parantapa. It is mean, it is weakness of the heart to be afraid. Kshudram hridaya daurbalyam. It is a psychic weakness, man. Come on, stand up. India is known for the fearlessness. India is known for the strength. India is known for the courage. And these are the qualities of a yogi, and that Yogishwara is Lord Krishna. He is born today to be a model to everybody. Let us, by following the footprints of Lord Krishna, become fearless, become strong, become bold, become courageous. Hari Om Tat Sat. Let us meditate on Sri Krishna Yogishwara. Asato